They say that my mother came over when I was 9 days old and left me there. But she says it wasn't. She said I was more a month or two old. So I don't really know when, but I know that those formative years were not spent with her at all. I remember lots of fun, really. I remember picnics. I remember that we didn't have a lot of money. Everything was done within a family, the wider family unit. So we would go up into the hills. Bisenberg was near us, and we'd go there and we'd have picnics. And each family member or each family would bring part of the picnic to the hills, and we would all share. And there was always somebody to play with. That was the best bit, you know, and I was very, very well looked after. If the family, the adults went out, we would all be gone to my grandmother's, and she had this massive, massive bed. I always remember it. It took up a third of the room. I've never seen a bed since so big. And we would all be put in there to go to sleep. They took me to hospital and they wouldn't even look at me until they put money on the table. And they got in touch with my mother back in England, and she couldn't get the money through quick enough. So my uncle, who had been saving for a house, and he did no more than went to the bank and put it on the table for them to treat me. And he therefore lost his chance of ever building his own home. So I can't ever be cross about being brought up there, because I wasn't even a blood niece. I was his wife's niece, and you know, for a man to do that, I was very grateful, obviously. Every day without fail, he would come home from work and he would come up to me wherever I was in the flat, and he would ask me in English to try and help me, and he would say to me, "And was it a happy day?" And as long as I said it was a happy day, he was happy, because he thought that children should be happy. I cried so much when she was packing her case to go home. I thought I had to pack my things, and I brought my things to her. And she said, "No, you're staying." And I just couldn't understand that at all. Suddenly I was this only child in a land that I couldn't speak the language. I didn't know these people that they're telling me are my parents. And then obviously going to school, not understanding what this woman stood at the front of this classroom was trying to say to me. I just followed the other children. If they stood up, I stood up. If they sat down, I sat down. She was more up in the air and quite loud, and I wasn't used to that. So I gravitated to him, and I think he was my main English teacher in one respect, because he spoke slowly and we got on that way. I quickly learnt the English language through school and him. But my mother would give up very quickly trying to speak English and revert back to speaking German. I don't regret it. I don't harper for a childhood with them, with my birth parents, because I had a lovely childhood. It was great. I speak 2 languages. I have family over there. We visit twice a year. You know, and I still have that relationship, especially with that one cousin who was only 4 months younger than me. He won't go anywhere else on holiday. We've been a few places that I've been able to get him to go to other places, but his first love is Austria, and we've been to lots of places around Austria, but we always go back to Vienna to see the family. The biggest effect is I tire very easily, and it's annoying because I want to do things and I can only limit myself to a few things a week and not keep going as I used to.